Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, May 5th. I have your two best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 17 of the NBA playoffs. We've been grinding this whole time. Fresh week here. We get two game ones here tonight. We get at 6 o'clock on TNT. Boston versus the Knicks. This game's in Boston. 212 over under. Boston 9-point favorite here. Then the late game, Denver versus OKC. 225 over under. OKC 9-point favorite here today. I think round one here today. I think for the Knicks, Boston, I think that game's going to be a little more competitive than what we think. I think this is the game where it's way more competitive. Where the late game, Denver is just coming off of two straight tough games in a row. Just played a game 7 the other night. Now they play OKC, who's been resting all week. I think OKC is probably going to blow out Denver in the water in this one. Where I think game one, I think the Knicks, I think they're playing hot. Unless there's a major injury, I think the Knicks are going to play a little grit and grimy for game one here. They're probably, Celtics seem like at home, they're a little easier to beat at home all season versus on the road. So I think I'm going to lean the Knicks +9 in game one. In game two, I'm going to take OKC -9 in this one. I think OKC is just going to run away with it today. But two games on TNT. Game ones, we're going to see how these styles of fights happen. I'm excited to just see how Denver responds after a grueling 7-game series here tonight. But two more plays here today. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action yesterday in the NBA. I'm going 3-1 in best bets. We fought back, man. We fought back. We were down bad. I think we were like 1-7 at one point. We fought back hard. Yesterday was a great day overall. 3-1 day. For game one, took care of business. Donovan Mitchell balled the fuck out. 30-plus points with ease. Tyrese Halliburton, rebounds, assists. He almost did it just assist-wise. 13 assists. A few rebounds on the day. Love that. Sengun, you were a monster on the rebounds. He almost did it just rebounds alone, but a few assists cashed just the over. Then Stephen Curry, he came alive very late. First half was horrible from him. Second half, I think he had like 19 points in the second half. He was incredible in the second half, but we needed a little bit more from you in the first half. But 3-1 day yesterday. But today's a fresh week, fresh start, fresh series, and let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in the Knicks-Celtics matchup. 212 over under. Boston 9-point favorite here at home. We took this guy's over a few times last series, and I'm back at it. He had a bad last game where we had the over. He fell up very shy, but playing the Knicks, he has a great history of getting the over, so give me Derrick White to go over 18.5 points, rebounds, coming to -135 on FanDuel. The Knicks, last 30 games, allowed the 9th most rebounds to the shooting guard position. Those count for the regular season, so take that with pretty much a grain of salt since the playoffs have started. But why I love this so much is he's gotten this over 4 for his last 4 against the Knicks, averaging 24.2 points, rebounds, with getting 27, 20, 28, and 22 in the last 4 games against the Knicks, points, rebounds wise. He's gotten this over 9 for his last 10 games overall, averaging 21.5 points, rebounds, with the one game him getting the under was his most recent game against Orlando. 67% hit rate at home this season, averaging 21.7 points, rebounds per game. Over 9 for his last 10 home games, averaging 22.5 points, rebounds, with, you guessed it, the most recent game against Magic was his only under. Over 7 for his last 10 playoff games, averaging 20.3 points, rebounds. I think this number should be at like 20.5, but hey, I'm gladly take this advantage over him. Last 2 games versus the Knicks, he had great rebounding numbers. That's why I'm going rebounds. Last series, we took a lot of assists. Holiday was out today with rebounds. I think rebounds is the key factor with White. Last 2 games, 9 and 8 rebounds against the Knicks, with 12 and 18 potential rebound chances, which is insane. 9 and 8, and they had 12 and 18 potential rebounds. I think it's because they put Holiday on Brunson. Holiday is injured, and I think he's just going to have the Brunson treatment this whole game, where Derrick White, he's going to be able to roam on defense and grab those rebounds and push the pace for the Celtics team. I have it projected at 20 points, rebounds in this matchup here today, so I think it's going to be a great game for Derrick White to bounce back after that last game. He hit the under for us, but 2 for our last 3 with his overs. He's going to make it 3 for his last 4 for us. So give me Derrick White to go over 18.5 points, rebounds, coming to -135 on FanDuel. Jump into my second and final play of the day in the OKC Denver series. This one I'm a little nervous for. I Would love to take Shea points. I think Shea's going to have a monster series, but I can't. I think Denver is just going to be a little too not have enough oomph in this game. They just played that game 7. A game 7 is multiple games. They need more rest in between this matchup. I think OKC is going to dominate this game, and I think Chet Holmgren is going to have a monster game as well. He's been a monster in the playoffs so far. I think that's going to continue here today. So give me Chet Holmgren to go over 24.5 points, rebounds, coming in -120 on DraftKings versus Denver when he plays 30-plus minutes. He's gotten this over 4 for his last 4 games, averaging 30.8 minutes points per game. I probably should have started. He's only gotten over 4 for his last 5 in his last 5 games, averaging 27.4 points, rebounds. He's gotten the over 5 for his last 8 versus Denver, averaging 22.8 points, rebounds, a little less. Last 8 games versus Denver, 23, 28, 30, 31, 39, 25, 22, and 12 in the most recent game. But that most recent game, he shot horribly from the field overall. That game was not a Chet game overall. Last 5 games, loving the volume, 12-plus field goal attempts these last 5 games. And versus Denver, in all 8 of those last games, he took 10-plus shots in each game. And when Chet takes 10-plus shots in a game, he gets the over 60% of the time, averaging 27.6 points, rebounds. Well, I love that. 11-plus rebound chances in all 8 games versus Denver, so he plenty of rebound opportunities there. Like I said, 8 for his last 8, 11-plus rebound chances in every single game. I expect Chet to be a little more aggressive, the rebounding market in this game. So I think that's going to be a great opportunity for it to be even higher in this next game. Last 2 home games, he had 29 and 31 points, rebounds. The last 2 playoff games, he had monster games at home, averaging 30-plus minutes per game these last 5 games. And these last 5 games are on the season. When Chet plays 30-plus minutes in a game, he gets the over 62% of the time. So again, these last 5 games, averaging 30 minutes per game. On the season, 62% hit rate when he plays 30-plus minutes, averaging 30.2 points, rebounds. And versus Denver, when he plays 30-plus minutes, he gets the over 4 for his last 4 games, averaging 30.8 points, rebounds. So when Chet takes 10-plus shots and he plays 30-plus minutes, he has great consistency on getting it over. Shocker. If the guy takes more shots and is on the court, yeah, he's going to have more points, rebounds. Duh, Chris. But I think in this matchup, he's going to be a little more aggressive in this game. Over 4 for his last 5. Over 4 for his last 5, averaging 27.4 points, rebounds per game. Last 2 home games, like I said, 29 and 31. I have him projected at 26 points, rebounds in this matchup, so I think Chet's going to have a great game here overall. Okay, so give me Chet Holmgren to go over 24.5 points, rebounds, coming in -120 on FanDuel. And those are my 2 best bets for you in the NBA today. Let me know down below what's your favorite play in the playoffs for a lot of these game 1s here today. Fun matchups. We're going Derrick White over 18.5 points, rebounds. Going with Chet Holmgren over 24.5 points, rebounds. Let me know down below what's your favorite play. Love tailing you guys in the comments section. While you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. Fun game 1s here today. I'm excited to see how these styles of fight of these both teams go at it. This Knicks-Celtics series is going to be a ton of fun. Actually, I think a really good game. In the last 2 OKC games, they played that weird back-to-back. If you remember that, they played the one game on a Friday, and then they played on a Sunday. And both games were really, really good overall. But super excited to see how these game 1s all go. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.